I know that you wanted to talk about another no-go area,
Yeah.
and it's. I know for you and me, it's well, it's not a hobby horse, but it is something which has been really helpful from our point of view, from our out of our relationship to be able to sort of dialogue and help each other. And of course, we had the conference last year, the men's conference, too. Just
What's
sort
in
of
your head, we call it, didn't we?
what's in your head, yeah. And just really to start sort of opening up, helping people to talk about the difficulties that men have with temptation and stuff.
Yeah.
And I know you want to sort of reintroduce that a little bit again in the blogs, don't you?
I do. It's almost like this is another no-go area which I want to talk about. And for years, I mean, Karen, my wife, Karen, she used to ask me, just in case you don't know who I am, she used to ask me to pray with guys who she's come across who've got temptation. They're watching pornography on the TV, or now the internet is, it's where most people are going.
Yeah.
And she would want me to pray with them. And whilst I wasn't doing that, like watching pornography or whatever, I felt I had nothing to offer. No, I would pray with them, and they'd be concerned about masturbation and fantasy in the head and all of that kind of thing. And I'd be like, well, I don't actually have any answers to this. It just seems to be the male condition. And unfortunately, it's another area where, a bit like evangelism, where because a huge section of the church are failing in this, women as well, but I ain't got anything to say about that. But because people are failing, yet it's not acceptable. It's disgusting.
Sure.
Yeah. Viewed as disgusting. It's a real problem, because then people just keep quiet about it. And because it's in the dark again, no one's getting rescued from it. And people are getting deeper and deeper into it. And it's affecting marriages, but because the guys are keeping quiet about it, and no one gets to the bottom of why the marriage is suffering in the sexual area and intimacy and all of this kind of thing. And it's a great concern to me. It's a bit like alcoholism. I think we've got literally a huge percentage of guys, to varying degrees, are struggling with what goes on in their heads and in their emotions. And the obsessions and the images and the stuff that's going on in men's heads is almost set to explode, and it is destroying marriages right across the world, in churches right across the world. And as the internet gets out around, even into poor parts of the world, it is infiltrating the church. It's a virus. And unless we start offering some answers and freedom to get free, and that means offering a safe environment where the word disgust is not relevant, where we actually create a safe environment where men can begin to be honest about what's going on in their heads. Then we can start seeing this thing countered. We need an antivirus campaign in the church. Honestly, I cannot stress so much how much I think this is a serious issue in the church today. So I want to do a bit of a series on that and see where we go.
Watch this space.
That's it. Watch this space. Yeah.